what happens is before we start any part of it, I will just do a bit of intro to let you know what we're going into to do. We'll do our role play, and then once we finish each ceremony, before we go into the other one, we'll just let you know that one has finished, just so we're not confusing you too much, and that the other one is about to start also. Okay, so we'll do that. And then please, if you have any questions, just note them down. Don't ask while we're doing the role play, so that you don't kick us out of acting and then kind of the stop. Just note them down or put them in the chat, and then we can pick them up once we finish the whole thing, if that's okay with everyone. Right, I'm going to share my screen so that we can see the project board as we collaborate on it with the Scrum ceremonies.
Thank you, Moji. I have placed, the roles of each person. So when they're talking, you can know the stance of where they're talking from. You also see on the participants list when they're speaking. And I don't think I introduced our dev Abimbola because we have two Abimbolas in the team. So I didn't introduce our dev Abimbola, so she'll be there for today. So thanks everyone. Enjoy the show. Please don't feel overwhelmed that the way they'll be speaking. I'm just preparing your mind, but they're all our senior mentors, so you know that they will speak freely because they do this every day. So thank you. Over to you.
All right, thanks, Laomi. So we're going to join two ceremonies together. We're going to do the refinement session and the sprint planning together. So the meeting we want to have is the sprint planning, mainly the sprint planning, but we're merging the refinement into it. So we'll do the refinement, and then we'll do the planning and the committing and all that. So that's the one we want to start with. So good evening, Tim. Good evening, Abiola, Uzo, Abimbola, Rita, and Abimbola Laide. Good evening. I hope you've had a wonderful time. Okay, so Abiola, I'm seeing 3 stories in the approved column. Are those the ones we're looking at tonight?
Yes, these are the stories we're looking at tonight.
All right, okay, cool. So what I'll do is I'll open them one after the other, and then you can just go through it so that if anybody has any question, they'll be able to ask you, if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. That's okay.
Cool.
Okay. Now I'll be reading our product catalog item for clients and company logo. So description: as a user on 𝐂𝐿𝐓 website, I want to view the client's company logos on the landing page so that I can know 𝐂𝐿 clients. Given I am a user on the 𝐂𝐿𝐓 website, when I navigate to the landing page and I scroll down the landing page, then I can view the client's name by the company's logo. Additional information: the section should be before the footer. The subheading for the section should be termed clients. The company logo should be well arranged. You can scroll down to the wireframe.
I don't think there's a wireframe on this one.
Oh, okay.
So are you going to add that later on?
Yes, I'm going to add that.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Abiola. Any questions? QA developer, any question on this one?
No, well, not a question exactly, but because you've already mentioned it's the wireframe, so I expect you, Abia, probably should just put the wireframe before we start development, so that can guide us. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks, Abimbola developer. Rita, Abimbola Laide, any question on this one?
Okay. Hi, good evening. Rita speaking. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we
Yes,
can hear you now, Rita.
Oh, okay. Yeah, good evening, everyone. Yeah, you said there's no wireframe. Will that be provided?
Yes, it will be included.
Okay. When will this
Right.
be?
Before the end of the yes, before the end of the ceremony.
Okay.
I'm going to look through that.
Let my fellow ask the other question. All right, thank you.
Okay. Thanks. Any other question?
Yes, please.
Okay.
So now, coming back to the company logo, you said it should be well arranged. So what do you mean by well arranged? I need more clarity on that. Do you want it to be on the header? Do you want it to be on the left-hand side of the page? Do you want it to be in the right-hand side? So please, I need more clarity. Thank you.
Yeah, I said I want it to be the section should be arranged before the footer. So the header, I want it to be on the header, to be on the left hand side of the header towards the extreme end. It will be fine for me. I'm going to add it to the additional information also to be part of what I'll be including. Apologies on that.
All right, thank you very much.
Okay. All right. Thank you, everyone. All right. I'll open the second one for you, Abiola.
Okay. Yeah, user story for marketing. As a user on the Rate Icon website, I want to click on marketing submenu under the service menu so that I can read about the company's marketing service. Acceptance criteria. Given I am a user on Rate Icon website, when I navigate to the landing page and I hover on the services menu on the header, and I click on marketing submenu in the drop-down, then I am directed to a page where I can read about the company's marketing service. Additional information. When I clicked, the user must be directed to the marketing page. A picture must be on the top of the page. Details of the services rendered must be below the picture. Attached is the picture and the marketing information. Yeah, this one is complete and we have the wireframe included.
Right. Thanks, Abiola. Any questions on this one?
No, I think it's fine.
All right. Rita?
No, none for me.
All right. Abimbola Laide, any question from me?
All right, I kind of have not more like a question, just yeah. So when I'm going through the wireframe, right? Can you scroll down, please? So you said when we over on the services, we should see the design, right? The other drop down, if I'm not wrong.
Yes.
Right. Okay, that's fine. But
yeah, and we click on marketing. Marketing is part
click
of the drop down.
marketing. Okay. So you mean the header? So our with the header be included in the marketing page. So just for clarity, so we can navigate back to our own page. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I know where. Yes, I understand what you're talking about. Because currently we're working on the functionality. So, when we click on that, and it takes you to the services page, the marketing page. That's what we want you to work on now. So whatever that we'll be having on the page, I'm going to communicate that with you. Maybe it will be for the next sprint.
So you just want navigation to the marketing page.
Yes, for now.
All right then.
Okay, thank you so much. Right. There are no other question. We go to the third one. Right. Abiola, over to you again. Hi, Abiola.
Oh, sorry. I was reading without unmuting. Apologies.
That's fine.
All right. So the footer menu PBI. As a user on the Read Icon website, I want to be able to navigate to the landing page so that I can view the footer. Acceptance criteria. Given I am a user of Read Icon website, when I navigate to the landing page, Then I must see the footer. The following menu should be on the footer, the additional information, which is the privacy policy, the cookies, terms and condition, get in touch. Also, all menu on the footer must be clickable and redirected to the menu page. Please note that the content and functionality of the menu page are out of scope for this requirement. Yeah, that's the footer.
Yeah, thanks, Sabiola. Any question on this one?
So just for clarity, these links need to be clickable, right? They need to be active when testing it. So we are not just viewing it. Can you hear me?
I
Yes,
can
I
hear
can hear
you.
you, Rita.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. So these links, the privacy policy on the footer, so they have to be clickable, right? Because on the description you said you should be able to view it, but then it's the one is saying it should be clickable and redirect us to the menu page.
Yes, but this additional information is, like I said, is out of scope for the requirement. So what I want to be worked on is mainly on the design.
Okay.
Right. A follow-up question. So how would we know on the menu page, because we can be redirected to a 419 page if I'm not wrong? You
Yeah,
said it's out of scope, but how are we going to be 100% sure the developer is not doing something wrong?
okay, so that will be looked into when we after the testing and when we have our meeting with the PO. She's going to give us more information on how to go about that.
All right. So
Thank you.
no problem. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Right. Abimbola, developer, do you have any question on this one?
I think they've asked all the necessary questions. It's okay. Fine.
Okay. All right. Cool. Okay. Thank you. So we would go to the estimation now. We'll just estimate on these ones and then agree if we're committing all of them to the sprint. So I'm just going to open up the estimation page. If we can also access it, please. Developer and testers, if we can access the estimation page. I think the first one was this one. Right, I'll just wait for people to join come onto the page so that we can. Are we able to access the page?
No,
Yes.
I don't have access to the board.
Sorry?
I don't have access to the board.
You should. You should. You've been added to the board, so
I'll check again. Okay.
all right. Bear with me. I'm going to stop sharing. Bear with me. And then I'll see on my end. Bear with. Sabimbola, I shall have you there already. You're there already, but let me just check. Mm, mm. Please bear with me. I was trying to check on my end for you, Abimbola. Right, Abimbola, try again now. Are you able to access it now?
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
Thank
all
you
right.
very
I'm
much.
just gonna share my screen again.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, we'll just wait for you to join the estimation page and then we'll estimate this stories.
All right.
I'm using Chatter's account. Is that
Okay,
someone else
you're
using
there.
Chatter's account?
Yep.
Right, so the first one we're picking is the client's company's logo. If you can just pick estimate the story, please.
Mm,
Hi, Moji.
Yes.
For the we have no wireframe yet. Are we committing?
Oh, okay. So this is the one where we don't have a wireframe yet.
I guess so. Yes.
Okay, so do you want us to leave
Oh,
this one out for now until we have the wireframe?
okay. So except Abiola is committing to us that she will get the wireframe before the end of the sprint.
Yeah, I
Yes,
think
Uh,
she said that.
definitely. Yes,
okay.
definitely. Yeah.
Okay. That's fine.
Okay, thank you. Right, that's a unanimous estimate. Thank you. So this is just kind of a disclaimer for Biola BA that if the wireframe comes in and there's still more clarity, one of the stand-ups we can have that clarity if there's any clarity needed once they receive the wireframe. Is that can we agree to that? If there is need for it, if it's straightforward, I think that would be fine. But if not, we can just get clarity from Abiola during the stand-up. Is that okay, everyone?
Yes.
Okay,
So
cool. All right, thank you. Thanks everyone for this. So we have a unanimous 2 here. Thank you. I'll go to the other one. I think that's the marketing one. I'm just going to scroll down. Okay, so if we can also estimate for this one, for the marketing one. We're waiting for one more person. There's no vote yet, or am I? Did I do something? Did I push the other 2 votes out? Okay, please vote again because I think I must have pushed the other 2 votes out.
No, you didn't. You did it. We just waited at the right time. Can you hear me, Moji?
Okay, yes. Right. Oh, wow. Okay, so we have a unanimous 3. Thank you, everyone. Thanks. Now we'll go to the last one, which is the footer menu. So if you can all estimate this one also, please. Okay, thank you. Right, we have one. Okay, the testers are 2, and then the developer is 3. So even though it's not a unanimous one, but because the developer's efforts is different from the tester's efforts, we would take the 3. Is that okay for us to pick the 3, everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right, thank you. So I have a 3 there. So those are all our stories estimated. So I'm just going to go back to the board. Okay, and just to confirm from everyone, we're all agreeing to commit to these 3 stories for the sprint. Are we all agreeing to the 3 of them for the sprint?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So I'm just going to move them into the committed column since we've agreed.
Yeah, and you can also ask the PO if she wants to prioritize it.
Okay. Uzo, do you have any other thing apart from whatsoever Abiola has said to add to what has been discussed?
Not at the moment. No, I don't. There's I think Abiola has everything in hand.
Okay.
I think everything is going well so far. Thank
All
you.
right. Cool. Thanks, Uzo. So
Thank
just
you.
going to move everything into the sprint since we've committed to them. Yeah, should be in our sprint now. All right. So also, since I've already checked our capacity before now, I've just to let you know that I've added that for everyone. I think I have capacity for everyone, developer and QA here already. And also just to let the team know that Tunji has taken the whole 2 weeks for this sprint off. He's on holiday. That's why he's not in the sprint planning. So he's not going to be available for this sprint. So and that has been factored into the availability for capacity for the sprint. So we have all our stories. I can see that the developer is already creating her task. Can we have our task created, please? And then estimate it in hours for the sprint. If we can quickly do that. Okay, so Biola, while the task are being raised, what's the goal for the sprint?
Okay. Okay. Yeah, the goal for the sprint is to create the company's logo.
Are they creating it or they're adding it to the
They're
site?
adding. Is that, yeah. Addition of the company's logo. Okay. The client's company logo.
Okay.
Yeah. Can you give comma marketing company services and the photo menu.
Okay, that will be the marketing one for the company services.
Yes, please.
And the footer.
Photo menu, yeah.
Okay.
So
Good. Thank you for that. Mm. All right, thank you so much. Okay, so we have our goal displayed there. Thank you so much for creating all the stories. Sorry, all your tasks, and also estimating them. Please don't forget to estimate them in hours. And then that's it. I don't know if anybody has any question before we call it today. And then we'll speak to you tomorrow. Anybody has any other clarity needed? Anything to add? No? All right. Thank you so much for, yeah. All right. Thank you so much for your time today. I'll
All right.
speak to you
Thank
all
you so
tomorrow
much.
morning during stand up. Thank you.
Thanks
Bye.
all.
Have a
Thank
wonderful day.
you. Bye. Bye,
Bye.
everyone. Bye.
Bye. Okay, so quickly, that's our role play for refinement and sprint planning together. So the next one we want to go into is the stand up, which is a 15-minute meeting that you have every day for the days of the sprint. Okay, so I'm just going to share my screen again. Bear with me. Hey. All right. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Good morning, Mochi.
Morning.
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 Okay, so this is our stand up. So I'm just going to uh put it on focus so that everyone can. I'll start with you, Abimbola developer. Can you just give us an update of where you are with work, and if there's anything blocking you from doing anything you need to do?
Yes, I've been able to finish the development for the marketing um, feature, and also I'll start the footer. I'll start that immediately after the daily stand up. For the company logo, I can't go on with it because there is no wireframe. She promised, the PA promised to provide a wireframe, but I didn't see that in the store in the user story when I opened its place. So I need her to just give it that to me so that I can I can go on with the work. I can proceed.
Okay. Biola, would we be able to get that wireframe at the end of today?
Yes. What I did is I'm going to get it and also tag you so you can get a quick response on that. Abibola, if that's okay by you.
Okay. Yes, that'll be okay. So please let me have it before the end of the day. Thank you.
All right, I will do that. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. Thanks, Abimbola. Okay, over to you, Rita. Oh, sorry. Rita, before I come to you, let me go to Abimbola Laide. All right, Abimbola, updates on what you're working on and if you have any impediment.
Right. Currently, I'm working on the marketing. I've started writing my test cases on it. So for the manual, Rita has. Sorry, let Rita talk for herself. So I've been writing the automation test scripts. Okay. So based on the framework we're developing. So, but that's what I'm currently doing right now, and I don't have any impediment. So there's no issue so far. But once I have
Okay.
an issue, I'm going to put it in discussion. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Thanks, Biola. Sorry, Abimbola. Right over to you, Rita.
Yeah. If you refresh, I've
Okay.
completed the marketing manual testing. That's
Okay.
one. Yeah, because the developer is done on that. So but
Okay.
yeah,
All right. So it's
the
just
other ones I'm waiting for the developer to
to
finish.
finish on.
Then I
Okay.
check.
All right.
I execute the test process. Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Thanks, everyone. Okay, so please, if you have if there's anything you need, just let's use the chat also to communicate so that we don't wait until the next stand up before we bring up issues. But thank you so much for your time this morning. Enjoy your day and speak to you tomorrow morning.
All
Thanks
right.
all.
Thank you. Thank you very
Bye.
much.
Okay, short and sweet. That is the daily stand up, the meeting. We have 15 minutes every morning. You don't have to use the whole 15 minutes. Once people have given their updates and all that, you round up the meeting. But it shouldn't exceed 15 minutes. So that is the daily stand up meeting that happens every day. And like you can see, it's to give an update, check if there is anything that needs to be done and get it done. Okay, so that's where we leave the stand up, but it's a meeting that, so instead of us just, repeating it, what we do every morning, but that's what you have 15 minutes every morning for the stand up. So we're going to go into the review. So the sprint review is a meeting you have at the end of the sprint. So we're believing that the sprint has ended well. Everything that needs to be done is done. So I'm just going to stop sharing for some few minutes. That everything that needs to be done, the sprint has been worked on, has been completed, and what we want to do is to demo what has been done to the PO. So that is the session where we're going into. I'm going to share my screen for the developer. I'm going to go on the website and then she will talk us through the things that have been done. Okay. So good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for all your hard work for the sprint. I know the PO is here, and we're just going to demo what we've done for her. Bear with me, please. Yep. Just gonna share my screen, and then I'll hand it over to you, Abimbola, developer, to walk us through the few value that we've added to the products. Okay. Can everyone see my screen?
So we can.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so let me
Yes,
know what you want me to do, Abimbola. I'll be your driver, and then you can just talk through.
okay. So for this sprint, the two features we're able to create and develop is a service. You can click on the services on the services and go to marketing. We're able to create that page, and then you'll be able to read the marketing features. The services, that's one of the services we offer, rich icons. So you can scroll down to see that's the picture that describes the service we offer, and also the content of marketing that we have for rich icons. You can go back to the header. Okay, another place that we're able to work on is the footer. Can you scroll down to the footer? Okay, so we've been able to develop the footer area of the web app, and then we have all the features that we have. These features are not clickable at the moment, but that will be done in the next sprint. And also the logo. We're not able to finish up the work on the logo, but we're able to to improvise, and we got something from the BA, but we could not finish it. But that is the logo as well. That's another feature we're able to develop. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Abimbola. This is really good work. I can see that the website has there's quite a lot of work that has been done since the last time I reviewed it. Could we go back to the page with the marketing?
Okay.
If you could click on it, thank you. And just scroll down a bit. Okay, thank you. Okay, this is really good. The only thing I would like to add is the subheading or the sentence, that is put in bold. It looks like that font is smaller than the rest of the text. Can we make that the same size as the rest of the text?
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, that line exactly. If you can just increase it, just so that it can be uniform with the rest of the text, that would be good. Can
How
you
about the font? How about the font color? Are you okay with that?
I don't mind the color. The color is fine. It makes it stand out a bit. It's just that the size is just smaller. But if we can make that the same size and the same font, I don't mind that it's bold. That's fine.
Okay.
And then if you can scroll down to the footer. Okay. All right. I know I haven't provided these requirements, but I think I'm missing some of my social media pages. So probably that will be in the next sprint. And then for the logo, you mentioned that you weren't able to get it done in this sprint. When can I expect that it will be done?
Okay. Once the picture for that for the logo is given, once the
Okay.
logo is given, then we'll be able to put that out because we got the logo, but we need the dimension.
Okay.
So that's what we're really concerned about.
Okay. So for the next sprint,
Yes.
we should have it up. Okay.
Yes. We've
All right.
started the work so we can finish it by next week.
Okay. All right. That's fine. Very, very well done to you and the entire project team. This is definitely looking a lot better. I can see a lot of the work that has been done. So kudos to you and your team. I'm liking the
Yeah.
site a lot better. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, cool.
Thank you so much, also for your feedback. I promise you that we will work on that also with other thing you want us to work on in the next sprint. And thank you so much, everyone, for your commitment and dedication during the sprint. Thanks, Abimbola. Thanks, Rita, Abimbola, and also Abiola. Thanks, everyone, for your hard work. All right, I'll see you all later on for our retrospective. Thanks.
Thank you.
Before you go, please ensure that you add your comments to the retrospective board before we meet later on for the retrospective. Thanks for your time, everyone. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye. Bye. Okay, so that is the sprint retrospective where the PO comes to see a showcase of what has been done, makes her comment, and you can see that she pinpoints the things she wants adjusted and the things that were not completed. She actually wanted to know wanted to have a timeline of when it will be done. And there's been an agreement that they will be completed in the next sprint we're going into with other things that she would want us to do in that new sprint that we're going into. So that is the sprint retrospective for us. Okay, so we're just going to go into our retrospective meeting, which always end the sprint. I'm going to share my screen again. Bear with me. Okay, so quickly to the um Scrum Masters. Prior to the meeting, you would have set up your sprint board, sorry, the retrospective board. Most of your your sprint ceremonies, you would have set things up prior to any of the meetings anyway. But your retrospective board also, you would have set it up prior to the time. And in one of your stand-ups, you would have told your team members that the board is set up and that they need to populate it. So some team populate before, some team populate on the day of the retro. While you're having maybe your icebreaker, you just give people some few minutes to populate the board also. Okay, but like I said, because of the time constraints that we have, we had already shared the link so that people populate the board before. And you can see also that during the sprint retrospective, I did do another reminder for team members to populate the board or add their comments to the board if that has not been done already. Okay. All right. So welcome guys. Thanks for your hard work. I'm happy with what the PO said about what we've done. We made her happy and that makes us happy and satisfied also. Once the PO is satisfied means the user or the client is satisfied and we're satisfied also when we get that comment. So well done everyone for achieving and adding value to this sprint, also making it productive. Okay. So quickly before we go into what we have on our, but I just wanted to do, it's the time to relax, and be ourselves. But before we go into discussing what we have on the board, reflecting on how the sprint went, we just have a bit of an icebreaker. So it's more of a question and everybody has to answer. Okay. So all my team will have to answer. Okay. So I'm just going to stop sharing so that I can get everybody's feel. So the question goes thus: if you're given an opportunity to time travel back to the beginning of this week, what day will you go to and why? Okay, I'll start with you, Abimbala developer. You've time traveled to the beginning of this week, which is Monday or Sunday for some. You've been given that opportunity. You've been put in the time travel machine to go back. What day will you go to and why that day?
I think I'll go back to Monday, and why probably to this week. I think I didn't plan my time properly. So I think why I need to go back is because why I would like to go back to Monday is because I'll be able to plan my time and I'll be able to achieve more for the week.
Okay, thanks, Abimbala. All right, Rita, over to you. The same question. Time travel to Monday. What day will you go back to and why?
During the sprint? Or
Sorry?
do you mean during the sprint?
Yeah, this Monday just passed.
Mm,
The beginning of this week.
work
What day will
related
you go
or
back to?
outside work? Is it work related or outside work?
It could be anything, work related, outside work, anytime.
Oh, from Monday. I would have said yesterday, Sunday. Having
Sunday.
another Sunday.
Why?
Before coming
Why
back to
Sunday?
work. I still have more time to rest before coming back to work.
Nice one. Thank you. All right, over to you, Abiola. Time travel back to maybe Sunday or Monday. What day would you time travel back to and why?
Definitely Sunday. Sunday is only when the only time I have my nap after service and just to refresh my brain and memory before work on Monday again. That's the only time I can't joke with.
Can you imagine everybody wants to go back to Sunday to rest more? Okay, maybe they need to increase the weekend days, isn't it? All right, over to you, Abimbola Laide. What day will you travel back to and why?
Right, I'll go back to Saturday.
That's Nice one. All right. Thanks, Abimbola. Okay, so I've not called somebody. I know I've not called somebody. Who have I not called now? I've called Rita, I've called Abiola, I've called Olaide, I think I've called everybody, isn't it? Yes, I have. All right, thank you, everyone. So as fun as the question is, as you can see, also it helps us to reflect on how the week has gone. If we look at what Abimbola developer said, she said she'll go back to Monday and plan her week properly because maybe going down the week, she's noticed one or two things that she would have done better if she had planned things properly on Monday. And that also helps us to reflect not just on our personal life also, but even at work also, when we do our planning. I know that there might be one or two things that we've missed while doing the sprint planning and all that. We should still have that opportunity during the stand up or even have an ad hoc meeting, when we come together to say, okay, we didn't think about this during the sprint planning. How can we, best maximize it so that we still come out with a very good sprint? Collaboration, communication, and planning goes a long way for us to achieve whatever we've, planned to achieve. And I hope that helps us somehow going forward when we go into the next sprint or even in our personal life, anything that we needed to do to think better or think deeper, if there's anything like that, while planning so that we inculcate everything that is needed. Right. So I notice we've got a lot of things on our board. So we're just going to go through them. I will read through them. If there are more clarity needed, people will provide. And if anybody has any comments on anything that has been posted, please feel free to unmute and also talk about it. So we've got 4 columns: the what went well, what didn't go well, improvement ideas, and then the action plan that we want to take forward. Okay, so the first one we'll take it column by column. The what went well column, we have the DSU, which is the daily stand up, was time boxed. Anybody wants to expatiate on that?
Yeah, I was the one that put that. So, it's not explanatory anyway. So, what I meant by that was, we kept to time. So the DSU was short and sweet, and the updates were coming in as it should be, and it was right on time.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Rita, for that. I also agree with that. I'm sure others also agree with that, that our stand-ups were well time boxed. We didn't have to overshoot at any point in time. So thank you for that. And then we also have team collaboration. Anyone wants to talk about that? I think that's yours again, Rita. Or am I wrong?
Okay, yeah. So yeah, the team collaborated well during this sprint. Everything went well between the team. The QAs and the devs didn't have any issues. So yeah, I think it was good communication between us and good teamwork. So yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thanks, Rita, for that. And I think the last one for that column says collaboration between Dev and Kiwi went well, which is also, just butchering what Rita has just said, and that was posted by Abimbola Laide. So thank you so much for that. If we go into the what did Abimbola Laide, do you have any other thing to add to that? Maybe there's a further explanation, maybe anything else you want to add to that?
Not really, but I think everyone has agreed that the team collaboration was actually great. So I think we excel in collaboration. But I don't have anything to add other than collaboration.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Okay, so what didn't go well? We have bug triage. Anybody wants to explain on that one? I think that's yours also, Rita.
Yeah, the bug triage didn't go well because we were struggling on the bug to prioritize. So that which also leads to the next column where we have yeah, priorities on the PBI because the bug triage didn't go well. Um, we were unable to prioritize the bugs, and that um, kind of put a blocker on how we should test the bug or retest the bug that was fixed. So there was a bit of delay in that because we didn't triage the bug from the
Oh,
on to that affected the release for that particular feature.
okay. Would that be the one for the company logo that we didn't complete?
Yeah,
Okay.
um, some of the bugs that were also raised in the previous sprint that is in the
Okay.
backlog. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
All right. Okay. Thank you. Thanks, Rita, for that. Quickly before I go into the next column, um, I'm sure we part of our ways of working, we have a bug process. Would it be
yeah,
a good thing to ensure that we follow that process going forward?
yeah, yeah, I agree.
Okay. Okay. All right. Good. Thank you. Right. So the next one is ideas for us to improve based on the comments that we have. And the first one there is priorities on PBI. Rich, I think that's yours.
Yeah, so I think once these PBIs are committed into sprint, they should be prioritized,
Okay.
and that will help us to finish executing all our activities on time.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Does anybody have any other thing to add to that? Maybe you want Rita to clarify more, or you want to add to what Rita has said concerning that improvement idea? No? Okay, so the next one there is for Abimbola, like they define acceptance criteria earlier. Abimbola, do you want to explain that further?
Yeah, so one of the issue we had was the acceptance criteria. So I'm not earlier, it should be a complete acceptance criteria. So that was a mistake from my side. So like with the logo issue we had, so I think we could resolve. I would have tested it and would have forgotten about the story if the acceptance criteria were complete. Okay, so that's why we need to work on the BA need to work more on the acceptance criteria. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So yeah, thanks for that. Abiola, you have your hand up.
Yes, I didn't see any of my update there. I did wrote some things there and I
Okay,
can't.
let me refresh. Bear with me, just taking longer to load. Let's see if I leave and come back, if that would kind of help.
Yeah, that's why I just wanted to like mention my part of the contribution, what to improve on, and
Okay.
which I wrote there is for us to have prompt update or communication if anything is needed to be
Still not
done.
coming up.
It's
Still
not
not
very.
coming up. Yeah.
Okay, let me just say that what I
Okay.
put there to improve on is improve on is the idea of always tagging. We don't have to wait for the next meeting before we can
Yeah.
communicate, so that we can always have a very right update on time.
On time.
Yes.
Okay. I can add that for you so that by the time we're voting, if we feel it's part of what we want to action we want to take forward. So that is communicating on time, or is it giving update on time, or requesting for clarity on time? Is that what you're trying to say, Abiola?
I was talking, giving update on time. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to put your name there so that it shows that you're the one that understands. All right, thank you. So we have to take some action forward at least before the next retrospective. So if you can just turn your page to votes and then vote on the items in the improvement column so that we know the one that takes priority, the highest votes are the ones that we want to take, and then we agree on the number that we want to take. If all three, one or all two, we all agree on that after the vote. So please turn it to the vote column and then vote on the ones in the improvement idea column. Thank you. Let's all vote, please, so that's are we still voting or we done? So we have a draw. Okay. It's going up now. All right, so should I give us 1 more minute? Okay. So we have 3 improvement idea, and the one with the highest vote is the one for clarity. I want to put it that way, with acceptance criteria early on time. So are we all agreeing that we should take that on as one of our action before the next sprint that we want to action?
Yes.
Okay. And then the one with the next vote is giving update on time, which has 3 votes. So should we take 1 or 2? What do we
You
think?
take the highest two.
2? Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Okay. So we'll take 2. And then I'm just going to return this back to quickly. I'm just going to group the things that our board is not that full, so but just to show others that they know how to group. When you have ideas that are the same, you can actually group them together. So we have collaboration and collaboration, you can put them together. Helps to shorten the things you have on the board for easy access. So we've agreed to take on define acceptance criteria early. So for that one, I'm just going to say take conscious effort of DOR, which is definition of done, and that would be for the definition of ready. Okay, because that would be part of um okay, and that would be an action for you, Abiola.
Okay, that's fine.
And then the other one will be for the team generally to give update on time. and that will be the team generally. We should just ensure that we give update as soon as is needed. Is that okay for us to take on? Yeah, everyone? Are we agreeing to take these
Yes.
two forward?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So I'm just going to create task against them and put them in our backlog. I won't put them in our sprint. With me. Okay, so this is the one for updates. I'm going to assign it to anyone and I'm going to remove it from the sprint because it's not development work that we need to work on. It's just to remind us as part of our retrospective. So I'm just going to put retro actions in front of that so that we know what it is. And I'm going to save that. And I'm doing the same for this one. Make it a task. There's another retro action. This is use of terms. Okay. I'll send this one to you, Abiola. I won't put it in the sprint. Just so when we're doing our next retro, we can just go back and check how far we have done with action plans that we've put in place. Okay, so that's it. Does anybody have any other thing they would like us to talk about before we end the meeting?
I think I'm okay with what we have for now. I don't know about others.
Okay. All right. So this is just me checking also, Abiola, based on, are we ready for the next sprint starting tomorrow? Do we have all the requirements checked and approved by the PO?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. If we can just have to just check them, just give them one more check for us to ensure that everything needed are there. And then we would meet. Also, the timesheet, if everybody can complete the timesheet so that I can use that to work out our availability for the next sprint, that will be good also. All right. We'll speak to you all tomorrow. Have a wonderful day, everyone. And thanks for your hard work and your commitment for the sprint. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank
Bye,
you,
everyone.
everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.
All right, so that is the end of the ceremony for that sprint, and the last ceremony, which is the sprint retrospective for the sprint. So we had a complete sprint, even though we had to collapse 2 weeks into roughly 2 hours, just to show you, give you kind of a flavor and a feel of how those meetings go. So it's a workshop. So I want to believe we have got questions. If you have questions, please, and you want to unmute and ask your question, please feel free to do so. I will also just go through the chat to see the ones that are there, read them out, and then answer any one of them that I can. But if you want to ask your questions, please feel free. If there's any part you're not clear about, and you just want to check things out, please feel free to raise your hand and ask your questions. So I'm just going to go through what we have here. Okay, so there is really no question